Have you ever held a golden dollar in your hand and thought, it's just a coin, right? Well, what if I told you that very same coin sitting in your change jar could be worth over $3.4 million? Yes, you heard that right. A 2002 Sacagawea dollar, a coin you might have spent on a soda 20 years ago, has now turned ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden fortune hiding in your pocket change. Today's story isn't just about money. It's about luck, history, and the unbelievable power of paying attention to the little things everyone else ignores. Let's rewind the clock a bit. It's 2002. The Sacagawea dollar, often called the golden dollar, was still relatively new. Minted to honor the Native American woman who guided Lewis and Clark across uncharted America, this coin carried more than just value. It carried heritage, courage, and destiny. But among millions of ordinary 2002 D coins, a few were born different. A tiny minting mistake, an unusual strike, or a rare die error, and suddenly one of these golden beauties became a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Now picture this. You walk into a thrift shop, hand over some change, and the cashier gives you a shiny Sacagawea dollar in return. You toss it in your wallet, thinking nothing of it. Days later, while scrolling online, you see headlines screaming, "Rare 2002 D Sacagawea dollar sells for $3.4 million at auction." Your heart skips a beat. You open your wallet. Could it be? Could you be holding a ticket to instant wealth? That's not fantasy. That's reality for a handful of lucky collectors who stumbled upon rare Sacagawea coins hiding in plain sight. Let's talk about why this coin is so special. The Denver Mint produced millions of Sacagawea dollars in 2002, but due to low demand, many were never circulated. They sat quietly in vaults, untouched for years. Only a limited number ever reached the public, making circulated versions, especially those in pristine condition, extremely scarce. Add in rare die errors, like double strikes, off-center minting, or planchet flaws, and you've got yourself a coin that collectors go absolutely crazy for. Now here's the wild part. 2002 D Sacagawea coin with a double strike error sold for over $3.4 million in a private auction. That's right. A small circular piece of metal, worth just $1 face value, turned into a treasure worth more than a luxury mansion. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your coin jar, and realizing you've been sitting on a fortune all along. How many coins have you handed to a vending machine, not realizing one could have changed your life forever? How many people have walked past their destiny, disguised as pocket change? Let's pause for a second. If that doesn't make you want to check your change, I don't know what will. Go ahead, grab your wallet. Wait. Seriously, check every Sacagawea dollar you have. Look for one minted in Denver, marked with a tiny D just below the date 2002. If that coin gleams a little different, feels a little heavier, or shows strange markings near Sacagawea's shoulder, you might just have something legendary. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Collectors say that certain 2002 D coins have a golden shimmer unlike others, a deeper tone, a slightly different texture. Some are struck on planchets meant for foreign coins. Others show a mule error, meaning one side carries a design from an entirely different coin series. Those mix-ups are extremely rare, and when found, they instantly become million-dollar discoveries. Now think about this for a moment. Coins like these remind us that fortune doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. That IT hides in drawers, in piggy banks, in glove compartments. IT waits patiently for the one person curious enough to notice. And when that person does, life changes forever. People often ask, why do collectors pay millions for one coin? The answer is simple. Rarity plus story equals value beyond imagination. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a slice of American history, stamped with imperfection, carrying the legend of Sacagawea, the woman who led explorers through uncharted lands. That spirit of adventure and discovery, it's alive in every one of these coins. Now here's where the story gets powerful. You don't have to be a professional collector to get lucky. Ordinary people, janitors, students, retirees, and even teenagers, have found coins worth small fortunes by accident. All it takes is curiosity, patience, and the courage to look a little closer. And let's be real, wouldn't you love to be the next viral headline? Local man finds $3.4 million coin in his pocket. That could be you. Yes, you watching this right now. Don't scroll past your future, search for it.so. What should you do next? Step 1. Start checking your Sacagawea dollars, especially 2000 to 2008 series. Step 2. Look closely at the edges, the letters, the shine, and the mint mark. Step 3. If you suspect it's rare, do not clean it and get it appraised by a certified coin expert. Cleaning a rare coin can destroy its value. Treat it like treasure because it just might be. And before you think this is a 1 in a million chance, remember, someone's coin already sold for $3.40 million. Lightning does strike twice. But only if you're standing where it hits. This isn't just about collecting coins, it's about collecting opportunities, the ones most people ignore. Every coin tells a story. Every dollar hides a mystery. And every moment could be the one that changes your life forever. So keep searching. Keep believing. Because somewhere out there, in someone's pocket, another 2002 Sacagawea dollar is waiting to turn an ordinary day into a millionaire's dream. And who knows, maybe that lucky person is you. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and tell them to check their pockets too, because someone somewhere is about to discover their fortune. Subscribe for more coin stories, hidden treasures, and unbelievable finds. And remember, sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest value. This is your chance, your story, your million-dollar moment. Don't miss it. Imagine this for a moment. You're holding a simple golden dollar coin. It looks ordinary, it feels ordinary, but what if I told you that one of these humble coins, the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, could make you an instant millionaire? Yes, you heard that right. There's a version of this coin in circulation right now that's worth an eye-popping $3.2 million. People spend these every day without realizing it. They slip through vending machines, coin jars, and pocket change, and one lucky person out there could be sitting on a life-changing treasure without even knowing it.so. If you're watching this video, don't blink, don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn might just turn a single dollar coin into your golden ticket to wealth. Let's go back in time for a moment. The year 2001. The Sacagawea dollar had already become famous. It featured the courageous Shoshone woman Sacagawea, who guided Lewis and Clark across the uncharted American frontier. The design was powerful, the color was unique, and the coin carried a story of resilience and discovery. But hidden among the millions minted that year, there are a few coins so rare, so mysterious, that collectors would pay fortunes to own one. And the 2001 Sacagawea dollar is one of them. Now you might be wondering what makes this coin so valuable. How could a single dollar jump to over $3 million in value? Well, here's where the story gets thrilling. Back in 2001, the Philadelphia Mint was producing millions of these golden dollars. But during production, a few experimental planchets, the blank metal discs used to make coins, were accidentally struck with the Sacagawea design on one side and a completely different coin design on the other. These were mule errors, extremely rare mistakes where two mismatched dies are used on one coin. Collectors call it the Golden Mule, and it's one of the most legendary errors in U.S. coin history. One side shows Sacagawea carrying her baby. The other, astonishingly, has the obverse of a state quarter. Only a handful of these coins have ever been confirmed to exist, and every single time one is found, it sends shockwaves through the coin-collecting world. In private auctions, these error coins have fetched prices beyond imagination, up to $3.20 million, but here's the catch. Some experts believe that more of these coins could still be out there, lost in circulation, hidden in old coin jars, forgotten in drawers, or sitting in your wallet right now. Think about that. The coin you toss into a tip jar at the coffee shop could be worth more than a luxury home. And that's not an exaggeration if you find a 2001 Sacagawea dollar with a strange reverse. Especially one that doesn't look like the usual soaring eagle design. You could be looking at a life-changing discovery. Now, let's talk details, because knowing what to look for is what separates a coin dreamer from a coin finder. On a genuine 2001 Sacagawea dollar, you'll see the letter P mint mark just below, "In God We Trust," on the obverse side. That mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. But the million-dollar versions are unique. They have slightly different edge details, the metal coloration might seem off, more coppery or silvery than golden, and the reverse might feature a completely different image, like the one from the Washington Quarter series. Under magnification, these clues become clearer. But to the naked eye, it can look like just another dollar coin, and that's what makes this story so incredible. You see, Coin collectors aren't just hobbyists, they're treasure hunters. They chase history, they study imperfections, and they know that one tiny mistake from the US Mint can mean millions of dollars in value. That's what makes this 2001 piece Sacagawea dollar so electrifying. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of how fortune can hide in plain sight. People have found these coins in rolls from the bank, in change at the grocery store, even in old jars of forgotten coins passed down by family members. And when those discoveries happen, lives change overnight. Now let's inject a little reality or maybe irony. How many of us have spent $1 without thinking twice? Bought a coffee, a snack, or dropped a coin into a donation box? Imagine if that very coin was one of the missing $1 million Sacagaweas. You might have just tipped someone a $3 million gift without knowing it. It's the ultimate wake-up call. Check your coins. Every collector, every dreamer, every person who loves stories of luck and fortune should be paying attention. Because history shows us, rare treasures always find their way back into the light, so here's what I want you to do tonight. Grab your coin jars, your purses, your old wallets, your forgotten drawers. Look for those golden dollar coins from 2000 and 2001. Check the edges. Look closely at both sides. You're searching for that special 2001 piece Sacagawea coin that doesn't quite match the others. And if you find it, you might be holding a small piece of history and a massive piece of fortune, because out there, somewhere, one of these coins is still waiting to be found. Before we wrap up, let me ask you, if you suddenly found a $3.2 million coin in your hands, what would you do? Would you sell it? Would you keep it as a legacy? Comment below, I'd love to know your answer. And remember, in the world of coins, fortune favors those who look closely. So the next time someone tells you that coins don't matter, show them your 2001 piece Sacagawea dollar. And maybe, just maybe, show them what $3.2 million in luck looks like. This is your reminder, not all treasure is buried underground. Some of it jingles quietly in your pocket, waiting for someone sharp enough to notice, so keep your eyes open, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of a single coin. Because sometimes, the road to becoming a millionaire starts with one simple Sacagawea dollar. Have you ever heard that a simple coin, sitting quietly in your wallet or forgotten in a jar, could change your life forever? What if I told you that one small golden dollar, a 2000 piece Sacagawea coin, could turn you into a millionaire overnight? Yes, you heard that right. A single dollar coin minted over 2 decades ago is now valued at a staggering $3.1 million. Stay with me till the end, because you might just be holding one of these treasures without even realizing it. Let's begin with a story. The story of the 2000 piece Sacagawea dollar, a coin that was meant to be ordinary, but became legendary. In the year 2000, the United States Mint launched the Sacagawea dollar to honor a young Native American woman, Sacagawea, who guided Lewis and Clark through unexplored lands during America's westward expansion. The design was breathtaking. A golden hue, a soft luster, and an image of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste. It symbolized courage, discovery, and strength. But what no one knew back then was that this very coin would someday make history for an entirely different reason: its rarity and hidden errors. Now, here's where things get exciting and a little unbelievable. In early 2000, the Philadelphia Mint made a small test batch of Sacagawea coins. Some of these coins were struck using mule dies, meaning one side of the coin featured the Sacagawea design, while the other side had the Washington Quarters eagle reverse. This mistake created one of the rarest minting errors in U.S. history, the Sacagawea mule coin. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist. And guess what? One of them sold for a jaw-dropping $3.1 million. Just imagine, a $1 coin that could buy you a mansion, a luxury car, or even pay for your dream life. Now, let's pause for a moment. Think about it. How many of these coins are still out there, hidden in jars, drawers, old collections, or change rolls from the bank? Maybe one of them is sitting in your home right now. That's what makes coin collecting so fascinating. Every coin tells a story, but some stories are worth millions. Now, before you rush to check your coins, let me tell you exactly what to look for. The 2000 piece Sacagawea mule dollar looks different from the regular ones. Here's the secret. The obverse shows George Washington's portrait, like a quarter. The reverse, back, shows the soaring eagle from the Sacagawea dollar. The edge is smooth, not reeded, and the coin's color has that warm golden tone. When you flip it, it almost feels strange. because it was never meant to exist. If you find a coin that matches this description, you might be holding a multimillion-dollar error coin, one of the rarest in US mint history. But even the regular 2000p Sacagawea coins can hold value beyond their face amount. Collectors pay hundreds, sometimes thousands, for coins in perfect mint condition. Especially uncirculated coins, or those with a high mint state grading. If your coin is flawless, still shining like it just left the mint, and stored safely all these years, it could fetch an impressive sum on the collector's market. There are even varieties, like the Cheerios dollar, which was given out in 2000 inside boxes of Cheerios cereal. Those special coins have extra detail in the eagle's tail feathers, and some of them have sold for more than $10,000. So yes, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar is not just a coin. It's a golden ticket. Think about it. People spend their entire lives chasing money, opportunities, and dreams. Yet, sometimes, fortune hides in the simplest of places. A coin jar, a dusty shelf, a forgotten wallet. Who would have thought that a small golden dollar from the year 2000 could hold the power to change someone's destiny overnight? Imagine waking up one morning, picking up a coin you've had for years, and realizing it's worth millions. The excitement, the disbelief, the pure joy, that moment could be yours. But here's the key: knowledge. Most people don't realize the treasure they're holding because they never look closely. So today, I'm challenging you. After watching this video, go through your old coins. Check your drawers, your car's cup holders, those old jars filled with change. Every single Sacagawea dollar deserves a second look, because somewhere out there is another 2000p mule dollar just waiting to be discovered by someone like you. And who knows, that someone might walk into a coin shop with a casual smile and walk out with $1 million check. And hey, next time someone tells you, it's just $1, you can smile and say, maybe, or maybe it's worth $3.1 million. This is more than a story about a coin. It's a story about possibility, about luck, about how even the smallest things can carry unimaginable value. So, don't underestimate what you hold. Check your coins. Treasure your history. And who knows, your fortune might already be in your pocket. Because sometimes, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just one coin, one discovery. One moment that changes everything. So, look closely. Because the next millionaire could be you. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn about more hidden treasures and everyday coins, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with someone who might have a golden dollar lying around. Your journey to discovering priceless coins starts right here. Remember, every coin has a story, but the 2000p Sacagawea dollar has a legend, and that legend might just make you a millionaire.